Today we will see how to migrate your existing on-premises workloads to Amazon EC2. Actually, we need to have a virtual machine export in the form of VMDK file. We can also have a OVA file as well. So we will using all these things through the command prompt. There are few things that you can only do through the AWS CLI. Otherwise, few things to create a role and all these things we can also use the UI. So we are AWS console. So in S3 you can see that I have already create a bucket with name 88U88, and just to save time I have already uploaded this. So here you can see this is an icon for AWS CLI. This is we called it AWS Cloud Shell. I have already opened it. And okay, now we are into the AWS Cloud Shell. So we will start doing step by step. So first thing is to give the variables. So I have already changed these things in my notepad. You can do it at your end by creating a bucket, save the name, and just uh, paste it over here. So I give a variable bucket name 88U88, and the VM image that I have uploaded over the S3 bucket is VMDK file. The benefit of having, declaring these variables, that later on in all these commands, you don't need to write the name of your bucket and the name of your VM image. Then the next step is to create a role for migration. So for this, we first need to create a trust policy. So I just copy this command, just paste over here, and now it's been created. So the next step is to create a IAM role. So we have this command VM. The role name will be VM import. I will show it to you later on. So this is what we are giving a name of an IAM role. Okay. Then the next step is to create a IAM role IAM policy. So this is the policy where you actually define what are the access levels of ourselves. So we are giving a S3 get bucket location, get object list object. So all these we are giving over there. So we just copy this command over here. Okay. Now the next step is to attach this policy to IAM role, because we have just only create a policy, and then now we need to attach this. Okay. So now we create this trust policy. Okay. So now for this, in order to begin VM import, because this is only for the task, now we need to initiate the import. So we initiate the import. Now here you see that the status message is pending. The important thing is that it has to be completed before we see that it's starting. But in order to see the status of this image, so we have another command which is basically here AWS EC2 describe import image task. So you need to specify the import task ID over here. So I will copy this import task ID from here. You see it is now showing converting. So unless and until it is being completed, then we will go and see in our images over. So you can go here and you can see that right now there is nothing in the image, but once it completed, it will show us as an image. It will take some time, maybe like 5 to 10 minutes, sometimes 15-20 minutes, it depends. You can keep on just seeing this command, and when it is completed, then we can only start. So I will pause this video for a moment unless and until it is a complete state, and then we will continue. So now you can see that the status is completed. So it's been like a 5 minutes. So if we go back again and see the status, it will show us the completed status. So now we will go to AMIs, and we just refresh it. So you see that the image is now available, which was not earlier there. And now when the image is there, you can simply create a EC2 instance. So we can go to the launch. It's, by the way, it's a Ubuntu. So it actually select its AMI by itself, configure the instance details, all the configurations that we generally do. We go and review and launch. And here we just launch this. I use the existing key here. And if we go there, we will see that our this uh, instance is now spinning up. So we call it EC2 VM EC2 dash VM dash. We save it. So we need to wait for some time to get to status check at 2 by 2. So now you can see that it is 2 by 2 check pass. So we can now connect to it. So we go there, we just connect it. So here you can copy this command in order to run it on the PowerShell. But remember that we will not use a root username here. We will use a Ubuntu because it's a Ubuntu AMI. So we will use a Ubuntu as a user. So I just copy it. I go to my PowerShell and I keep everything as it is. And here I say Ubuntu. You can SSH it and I say yes. Okay. Alhamdulillah, now it's being there. So you can use anything over there. It's just like a same AWS EC2, which we can use. So here it is. So I hope it is now clear to you that how we can actually migrate our VMware or VirtualBox instances uh, to AWS, and then we can create the image by the use of the VMDK file, uploading it on the S3, and then start VM import export commands, and then we create the image. And after the image is created, then you can create the EC2 instances. So I hope it is clear to you. Thanks for giving the time.